Hello, Troy Coe from Reality Defense Training. This is our fourth video on dismantling boxing, and today we're going to talk about the hooks, or circular strikes. We have a lead hook and a rear hook, like we have lead jab, rear jab, and crosses and such. We also have power strikes and economy strikes of every technique in the system, with the exception of elbow strikes, knee strikes, and head strikes. Now, linear strikes tend to be superior to circular strikes in that they tend to stop and or repel people, because most unarmed combat is going to be very, very linear, straight in and out. With weapons, you'll get angular movements and things like that a lot more than you do in unarmed. Even though boxing does talk about getting off line, generally it's in and out, in and out. But circular strikes can certainly be effective. Now, I've seen boxers show they hit with their hands like this, even almost like inverted, hitting with these knuckles. I don't know why you'd want to subject your fist to that kind of punishment. Here we do strike with a vertical fist because you have more flexibility this way than you do this way. And this allows you to keep some semblance of bone alignment through the entire action. Now, when striking someone in the head with a hook, ideally we train here to hit in front of the ear area, because what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to have a torquing action here. From the top here, if you hit in this area here, you'll get a torquing action. If you hit on the ear or behind it, that's where the spine is, and it's not going to want to rotate very much, so you're basically hitting a pole. You still knock somebody out very easily, but you could damage yourself, more so your shoulder and things like that, your fist maybe. But basically we would strike from basically the eyebrow area to about the chin in the front area here with a hook. And you can get a lot of support hitting with these knuckles here because these bones are very short and tough, and lining up in this area here. Now, boxers, a lot of times you'll see them throw their hooks and they'll move their body in rotation in one action. I don't know why they do that. Maybe because they are afraid they're going to dip their hand too much. I don't know. But what we do is we torque the body quite a bit. And the human body, just to reiterate this here, generates power three ways: locomotion, inclination, and rotation. Locomotion, of course, is moving. Inclination is leaning. Now, leaning to the right or left is also inclination, not just forward. And rotation. Now, for combative purposes, rotation is probably the most powerful way the human body can generate power, if done correctly. And we will liken this to a golf swing or a baseball bat swing, where the lower body goes and the upper body comes through. And we have to balance that loading process with the telegraphic nature of circular strikes, which we're going to demonstrate how we do it here. Now, generating rotational power here, we need to use the ground as much as we can. With all strikes, we want to use the ground. Now, if you can imagine wringing out a washcloth where one end goes one way, the other one goes the other way, when you're wringing it, what happens is you eventually run out and it won't go anymore. We want to create that same idea here with the body. Squishing the bug here, using the ground. Now he's driving this way, which is where he'll be punching. Elbow being high, body turned sideways, because mechanically, and we'll demonstrate this in a few minutes, that this is much more stable than trying to hit with your body here. Like this. Okay. Structurally speaking, the body's weak in this position. So if he's up here like this, it's very easy to get this to flex here, quite easy. But if he pivots the body, turns sideways, I've got a lot more stability there. I have to push a lot harder to get any reaction here. Any flex that you give, or any amount of giving you get in the action here, equals losing power. When you are able to push against something here, and this being very stable, push like this, all the power that you're generating is going into the bad guy, meaning you hit harder. As non-telegraphic as you can throw a hook and still have a lot of power. This is what our hook looks like. Like this, yeah. All right, now you see as he throws this here, he will lean slightly to the left as he throws this. And when he follows through on this, he will basically tuck his chin behind his arm to help protect it. This also leads to a much quicker recovery. Also, after you hit through the target here, after this area right here, any follow through in a circular action here is a waste of energy. There's no reason to do this at all. Okay. This also allows for the recovery here. Go ahead. To be right back into your stance. You'll notice he's leaning slightly to the left. Will allow him perfectly to throw a rear cross into this. All right, I'm going to have Stephen demonstrate the transition from a lead hook to a rear cross just so you can see how we're utilizing inclination with the rotation on this. I'll have him do it slowly and slowly increase speed and power on this. So you'll notice that he will lean a little bit to the left and then back to the right. Okay. So left, right, there you go. One more. Okay. I also want to add something here. Notice how I'm holding the focus mitts stationary instead of swatting at the punches. I don't know why boxers do that. It makes it sound cool, but I think you're doing a really disservice to the person who's punching by making him think he hits hard. If you're holding it as stationary as you can, if you don't hit hard, you don't feel like you're hitting hard. But please leave comments. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.